What's going on, nation? A lot of you guys have been asking me what I've done lately for my calves because you've been noticing some growth. And to be honest, I've actually been excited because I've been noticing the growth. And calves for me is one of the hardest body parts to work. If I had to choose two body parts to work on the most, it would be my calves and my traps. So what I want to do for you guys is give you some helpful tips to help you grow your calves and help eliminate some of the mistakes that you might be doing in your workout, which is halting your growth. I mean, you could very well be hitting your calves 2 to 3 days a week, but because you're making minor mistakes, it's pretty much time wasted. A lot of what I'm going to have to talk about right now has to do with mind-muscle connection. And I'm not going to go into detail on that because I have a video and an article on my website you guys can check out. I'm going to post that link down in the info section below. Make sure you watch the video and read the contents because it goes into a lot more detail than just thinking about the muscle you're trying to work. There's actually a lot of things that can happen if you're not working out properly or using too much weight that can actually make you weaker over time. But like I said, that's for another day. Now, in terms of growing your calves, the biggest mistake people make is range of motion, and the second biggest mistake they make is using too much weight. And now I'm not saying that your calves will only grow if you use light weight and do a lot of reps. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is there's a difference between doing 10 to 12 reps with weight you can handle versus 10 to 12 reps with weight that you pretty much bounce up and down and get zero muscle contraction in your calves. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate a couple different exercises and show you what I mean to help you with these techniques so you can put them in your next workout. So this is going to simulate a seated calf raise or standard calf raise. Any calf raise where you're basically putting your feet up on a platform. Now, what I always notice people do is they put too much weight on the machine. So pretend there's, the bar's going across my knees right here and I'm stacking all the weight in the front. Is people put way too much weight and they just start doing this. And they do this and they do like 20 reps and they're like, oh yeah, I'm so jacked. Boom, 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 boom. Half the time the shit's bouncing off of the rubber stopper on the bottom of the machine. So they're not even lifting the weight, they're just bouncing it off the thing, and they got 4 45s on there and they think they're jacked as hell. But then, a month goes by, 2 months goes by, a year goes by, and your calves aren't growing. Reason being, you need to feel the entire contraction in your calves when doing this exercise or any exercise for any body part. So for example, the whole reason why this machine has a platform is because you want to get that dip, okay? The dip is such an amazing thing that you can take advantage of when working your calves. And what the dip is going from here to here. Now, if there was no importance to having this dip, this machine would be off the ground and you would just do this the whole time. You want to use that dip to strain and stretch your calves as much as possible and then fully extend on the way up. If you don't go all the way down and feel that stretch and then go all the way up to the top and feel your calves contract real tight, you're not getting a full contraction on the exercise. What I notice happens with a lot of people is they might use weight that's like moderate and they're trying to do like say 15 repetitions and they'll get to like 8 and they'll go all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, squeeze all the way down. Then they get to like 9 and it's like kind of up, kind of down. Then they get to 10 and then they get to 11 and it starts turning into this instead of this to here. Now, how do you combat that? Now you might be saying, well, I want to do 15 repetitions. Isn't it better to just push through it even if I'm not getting full range of motion? And I say, no, that's stupid. Why would you waste your time? It's going to be a lot easier for when you get to that last rep where you know you can't get a full extension and a full dip to just get up, throw off some weights, sit back down, and then finish your set with full range of motion going nice and slow. You have to understand, you build muscle by putting stress on the area, okay? Muscle damage is very important. There's mechanical tension. There's all these mechanisms you can use to build muscle. But none of those mechanisms are going to get utilized if you're just doing bounce reps. Now, moving on to this exercise, a standing calf raise. This is actually an exercise I really like doing from the floor. And the same thing here, guys. If you use too much weight, you're not going to be able to go all the way up or maintain your balance. So, when you get underneath the bar like this, you're going to take a few steps back. I'll turn sideways so you guys can see. If you don't have good balance, first of all, you're going to do this, and you're going to be all over the place. So if you're doing this exercise, flex your glutes and squeeze your core for stability as you go up and as you go down. Now you'll notice there's a big difference between going like this as fast as I can and then going all the way up and squeezing my calves all the way down. All the way up, oh, a little too much up, all the way up, all the way down. Another trick I like to do, and this actually helps me to make sure I'm getting a full contraction, is I'll do a toe raise at the bottom of the movement. So I'll go all the way up, and as I go down, I'll lift my toes and then go back up. Now be careful you don't do like a rocking motion like this. You want to do a controlled toe raise. All the way up, toe raise, all the way up, toe raise, and that kind of simulates the dip at the bottom of the movement like we just talked about. Lastly, the most basic calf exercise, obviously, is a body weight calf exercise. And usually you'll do it off of stairs. You can do it straight from the floor if you want to. Like I said, I like utilizing the dip, so I always do the dip. And what you want to do is, depending on how strong you are, if you can do 2 feet at a time, all the way up, all the way down, use your hands for stability, and do full range of motion, great. If you're a bit stronger, go with 1 foot. Just make sure you're focusing on all the way down, all the way up, with every single repetition. Now, I know you guys are going to ask me questions about an actual calf workout, what you can do to grow your calves. So, this is what I'm going to say to you guys. If you're going to go to the gym and have a calf day where you're doing lots of heavy machines, maybe you're doing the barbell calf raise, maybe you're doing the seated calf raise, 2 to 3 machines, 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions. Really focus on that contraction in your calf, okay? And you can adjust these numbers, obviously. You got to see what works for you. Some people build a bit more muscle doing 6 to 8 reps. People like me who require more volume do a little more reps and a little more sets. Now, the other days, and you can do this in the morning even before work or school, whatever you're doing, if you have stairs, you can either utilize your stairs and go all the way up and back down, or if you only have like 1 stoop, maybe there's no stairs in your house, that's fine. Just find something that you can get on a platform and do the dip. And just do like 10 to 15 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. And so what I'll usually do is I'll just go all the way up my stairs. And on each step, I'll do 10 to 15 reps. All the way down, all the way up. And you might be saying, oh, well, that's easy doing body weight movement. Okay, you do 15 reps, go to the next step, all the way down, all the way up. 10 to 15 reps. By the time you get to the 5th step, you're going to be like, damn, I still got a ways to go before I get to the top. But for me personally, when I do something like this on stairs, it's like the stairs to me is the challenge. So it's not like I'm like on, if I have just 1 stoop I'm doing it on, I have to get off, get back on, get off, get back on. For me, mentally, it pushes me more to see the top of the stairs as my goal, to push myself to do it. So if you can find stairs, I would definitely do that. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. If you guys haven't already, go to muscularstrength.com and join us in the forum section. We're a fast-growing community. We've got about 70,000 members right now. Myself, Pump Savages, Colossus Fitness, Anabolic, Aliens, Hybrid Physiques. All these other great YouTube channels are there helping and answering questions. So if you guys need any help, we're going to be there to help you out. And make sure you check out that video on mind-muscle connection. I'll even put a link to that after this is over in that little cue card that pops up. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys. What's going on, guys? A lot of you have been asking me what I've been doing lately for my calves because you've noticed some growth, which is a very good thing because calves suck. One more.